Okay, so let me paint a quick picture for you. Imagine two different people trying to sell you the exact same camera. One of them leaves you feeling kind of bored, maybe a little confused, but the other one, they make you feel like you have to have it. So what's the difference? Well, that's what we're about to get into as we explore traditional sales versus the honestly fascinating world of neuro-sales.
But first, let's start with a feeling I think we all know really well. Why are we just so tired of being sold to? You know that feeling, right? That sense of being pressured and pushed, and frankly, just annoyed by a sales pitch. It's a feeling we've all had, and it turns out there's a really good reason for it.
I mean, just think about the promises of old-school sales books. The book Pitch Anything pretty much sums it up with this gem. Make 100 sales calls, you'll land 2 sales. A 2% success rate. That is an insane amount of work for a tiny, tiny reward. It's a whole strategy built on just hammering away, not on actually connecting.
And that leads us right to the heart of the matter, the frustrating sales pitch. Let's be real, the world's different now. We are more distracted than ever, we have more information at our fingertips, and we're definitely more skeptical. So that old playbook, it just doesn't fly anymore. You know these moves, we've all seen them. Chasing you down, pushing a long list of features and benefits at you, trying to overcome your objections like you're in some kind of argument. And it's all based on this old idea that it's just a numbers game, that if you bother enough people, someone's bound to give in.
And you know what? Because we've all experienced this for so long, we've basically developed a superpower. We have these built-in defenses, like a sales pitch radar. The second we sense one of those old-school pitches coming our way, bam, the walls go up. Our brain just switches into defense mode, ready to shut it all down.
Okay, so to really see this in action, let's get back to our story. Let's set the stage and watch our two sellers try to move the exact same camera. So, in one corner, we have seller A. We'll call them the traditionalist. They're all about the specs, the features, the nitty-gritty details. They're trying to sell to your logical, rational brain. And in the other corner, we've got seller B, the neuro-seller. They're not even looking at your rational brain. They're aiming straight for your emotions, your memories, your subconscious.
All right, let's see how this actually plays out. This is where it gets really interesting. This is the main event, features versus feelings.
First up, let's hear from seller A, the traditionalist. Brace yourself, because we're about to get a whole lot of numbers and tech speak thrown at us.
So they start off like, our new camera has 24.2 megapixels and an advanced CMOS sensor. It does 4K video recording, has a powerful processor, and 16 gigs of RAM. And you can feel your eyes starting to glaze over, right? You're already tuning out. The customer feels overwhelmed, maybe even a bit lost, because they have no idea what a CMOS sensor actually does for them.
Okay. Deep breath. Let's hit the reset button and listen to seller B, the neuro-seller. Just notice how different the entire vibe is from the get-go. This isn't about the camera. It's about you.
Seller B says something completely different. Something like, a few good photos of your family will be proof of the beautiful family you have. Whoa. See what just happened? This isn't about megapixels anymore. This taps into a really deep human fear. The fear of not having good memories, of not being able to prove you have a wonderful life. It's about capturing your baby's smile before it's gone forever. It's selling an emotion, not a piece of equipment.
So why is that second pitch just so much more effective? To get that, we need to pop the hood and look at the science of why our brains actually decide to buy something in the first place.
And this brings us to neuro-sales. It's basically this cool mashup of brain science and marketing that tries to figure out what's really going on in our heads, the emotional triggers and cognitive shortcuts that make us say yes. It really boils down to this fundamental shift in thinking, captured perfectly by this quote, "Stop selling to the people and start selling to the mind." It's not about talking at a person anymore. It's about connecting with a part of their brain that actually makes the call. And that part of the brain is the subconscious. It's where the real action is. It's where brand loyalty gets built. It's where we decide what we want long before our logical brain even knows what's going on. We don't really think our way into a decision. We feel our way there first. So here's the simplified version of how it works. Step 1. Your subconscious brain has an emotional gut reaction. It just feels right. It connects. Step 2, and this is the key part. Then your conscious, logical brain gets to work finding all the rational reasons to justify the feeling it already had. The emotion is the engine, the logic is just the steering wheel.
So, with all that in mind, let's lay out the new sales playbook. Think of this as the ultimate cheat sheet.
This chart just lays it out so clearly. The traditional seller talks to the person. The neuro-seller talks to the mind. The old way is convinced that logic is king. The new way knows that a whopping 85% of any decision is subconscious. The old way lists features. The new way tells you a story about how those features are going to make your life better and quieter your biggest fears. It's a total game changer.
Now, it is so important to get this next point. This is not about manipulation. It's not some kind of Jedi mind trick. In fact, it's the total opposite. It's about having genuine empathy to understand what actually drives people, what they hope for, what they're afraid of, and then connecting what you have to those real human feelings. It is about understanding, not tricking.
So I'll leave you with this little challenge. The next time you're about to buy anything, could be a coffee, could be a car, just take a half second and ask yourself, is this person selling to my wallet, or are they connecting with my mind? And I think you're going to be pretty surprised by what you start to notice.